Hey Sagittarius, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning November the 23rd through to the 29th. We have a couple of significant transits this week, one being Neptune goes direct on the 29th in Pisces. A day later on the 30th we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini. Now, these two transits tell a bit of a story and it takes us back to June, okay? So there's a difference, yeah, from having a vision, having a dream, having a goal, compared to actually acting on that and making a choice to ground that down, to manifest that in reality. Very often it's like that incarnation energy, yeah, the descent into the darkness, the density. It's comfortable up here, and we could certainly maintain some sense of disillusionment by floating around in dreamland. There's safety in that. It takes something quite courageous. It takes a battering to the ego sometimes to go through the motions and processes of how that energy eventually manifests as form. Alrighty, so this energy is very much about how we experience reciprocity in connection, how we experience reciprocity between our dreams and manifestation, the manifestation process and making that reality. It is the same energy, how we exchange energy with another. I'll say it 1,000 times, how we make love is definitely how we make money, okay? So if I have $50 and I'm going into a shop and I'm expecting a service or a product to equal that value, yeah? We know that, we practice that in business, but in our relationships, it's something quite different, and certainly in our relationship with self is where we can experience that same disharmony that prevents us from truly manifesting. All right, but we do it in business. We know it in work. All right, so let's take a look. We're going to have a look at 3 tarot cards to represent a past, present story theme for how you guys may have been imbuing this wisdom within your own journeys, whether that is in love, whether that is in your manifestation of your new life, new self, creativity, business, work, or otherwise. And I'll also take a look at a crystal card as well. All right, Saggy, let's take a look, my dear. 5 of Cups is falling underneath the tarot deck for you guys, and that certainly is about the influence of loss, and certainly emotional loss. Okay, as you can see from this fellow, he is focused solely on the 3 of Cups. Okay, and I do want to ask, Saggy, how many times have you been focused on this lack mentality, on a fear of loss, that it has actually prevented you from actually seeing this opportunity to start again? The 2 of Cups represents not just new emotional experiences or new relationships, but just that emotional enjoyment of beginning again. As you can see, there's a bit of symbolism here with the river in the background, and it reminds me of that saying, no man can enter the same river twice, for he won't be the same man, and it's not the same river. Yeah, the water is always flowing, so to be continually focused on the past always creates some sort of a prevention for growth. It always creates some sort of a stagnation to manifest the new. All right, that's been the influencing energy underneath the bottom of the deck for you guys. There's been healing here, and you've shown up in your highest octave with the Temperance card here. The 8 of Swords centers your reading. There's some truth and a deeper story about how you've allowed yourself to become a prisoner of your own mind in many ways, maybe always reverting back to the past, maybe always reverting back to, and this is a story about what needed to be healed in the mind, about abundance. Okay, and perhaps this connection to a fear of loss, and now I can apply that to financial abundance. I can apply that to experience abundance in the realms of career, business, creativity, work, take it however it resonates. But certainly there's something here that needed to be healed in the realms of love, marriage, the dynasty, the bigger picture if you like, and experiencing abundance on the emotional levels or the emotional experience of life. Okay, so by the time we have reached the 8 of Swords, Saggy, we're a prisoner of our own minds. Okay, it's quite a different energy to the 2 of Swords, but yet the 2 and the 8 of Swords are the only 2 tarot cards out of all 72 in the deck that have a blindfold. There's something here about choosing to take the blindfold off, which definitely represents this disillusionment that happens with Pisces and Neptune. Neptune being in Pisces going retrograde. All masks are off now. as we go direct, okay? And this will continue through Sagittarius season, where you will see how there's been a linking theme in one way or another across the last 8 years, maybe even the last 10, take it however it resonates, where there's beliefs, perceptions, fears, this fear mentality, this lack, this loss that hasn't been actually completely integrated into the emotional body, if you like, that links you back to the original family, that links you back to your family or your beliefs around family, or what it takes to build a dynasty. What had to be healed here was a complete busting out of perceptions, okay, which were ultimately shaped by family, perhaps too, in many ways. Danburite is the crystal that has shown up for you, my lovely Saggies. High vibrational stone. It takes us right up there into the angelic realm, if you like, connecting into higher self and our guides. Angels, guides, celebration, and joy. This joyous crystal is filled with uplifting and celebratory energies, Saggy. Working closely with the heart chakra and the crown chakra, it encourages us to open up our communication with our guides with love and happiness. It has a positive effect on transforming negative energies and raising love to a spiritual level. It's actually not quite, it's not necessarily a common crystal, okay, but Google it, research it, maybe you can work with it in some way or another this week. Drawing this card signifies that it is time to stop taking yourself too seriously. Are you trying too hard to achieve spiritual enlightenment? Bring some joy and celebration into your life this week, okay? Allow whatever has to be healed. When it comes to the mental realms, when it comes to thoughts, noticing when we need to stop ourselves from thoughts that ultimately prevent us from truly healing and creating abundance, okay? It is time for change, as symbolized by the number 5. Alrighty, my lovely Saggy, hope you got something out of that. By all means, if you're looking for a personal reading, head on above to the bio link where you'll be led to the Indigo Ascension shop. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll find that same link in the description box below. Have an empowered week, my friend. Until next time, take care.